Hey guys, it's Ray. Welcome back. Or if you're new here, welcome. So happy to have you. Please don't forget to subscribe before you leave and give this video a thumbs up if you do like it. Also leave me a comment. Tell me how I'm doing. Tell me what you want to see. Leave some emojis, whatever you're feeling. So today's video is going to be about eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow. I buy new eyeshadow palettes probably way more than I should. Anytime I get some money, I'm like, what other eyeshadow palette can I buy? So I'm really challenging myself to use different eyeshadow palettes because I always use the same ones, and I've got all these eyeshadow palettes that I need to use. So the two I'm going to be using today are the 39A Dare to Create palette from Morphe. I don't know if this is sold out yet, but if it's not, I'm pretty sure they said once it's gone for good. And this is a really good palette. I will show you. So you open it up and it's got the cover with the names on it. I love keeping that because I want to tell you what the names are called, and I want to know myself. But all of the colors in here are absolutely gorgeous. The transition shades are double-sized pans. They're the same size. I believe they're the same size pans as in the 24G palette, which is a very neutral pinky palette, and I love that. I do have that one as well. But today we're going to be using this one. And then the other palette I'm going to be using is the Metal Matte palette. My light is like going crazy on this silver, but it says metal on this side, and then it says matte. This is from Kat Von D. Open it up here and you've got your metals and your mattes, which is why it's called the Metal Matte palette. And I think that's cool that she made it two different words when you flip it different ways. That's kind of cool. But before we get into the actual eyeshadow part of the video, I am going to put an eyeshadow primer on my eyes, and that is the Morphe eyelid primer. I've been really into this lately. It's a great eyeshadow primer, and this tube is only $10. Okay, so now let's get into the eyeshadow. Starting off with the 39A, as I said before. I'm gonna go in with a transition shade to start off, and that is called Bear. It's like the lightest transition shade because I'm light. And this is a M441 brush. This is a brush I always go in with first with any transition shade. I'm just starting on the outer corner and working my way in. I think we're going to do like a cut crease moment, like a half cut crease. So I am bringing it all the way in here so I have that color right above where the cut crease is going to be. So next what I'm going to go in with is this orangey shade right here, and that is called Vivid. I'm going in with the M433 brush. I'm just going to do an outer corner a little lower than where I put that transition shade. I kind of put that transition shade all over. But I'm keeping it a little lower in the crease, and then I'll blend it up once I have almost no product left on the brush. I'm going to go ahead and start blending it over before I blend it up to get all that product gone. So now I'm going to start just blending that color up with what's left on the brush. It looks like I have a lot of product left on this brush, but that's because it's a natural haired brush and they just stain easily. And yes, you can get this color out by washing. Okay, so now that I have both eyes done, I do like to go back in with my M441, that's right, M441 Morphe brush and just kind of blend out those edges with no additional product left on the brush. I'm just blending. This is the same brush that I used with my transition shade. I'm just blending her out. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with my R39 brush and go into that pink shade right here called Create. It looks more purpley in the palette, but it's actually pretty like pink. So I'm just gonna go a little bit lower even than I did with that orange color in the outer corner and my crease. And I'm really just gonna pack that color on right there to start. I'm literally just patting and doing little tiny motions. And then I'll go over some to get that color in the crease over here so that you see it when I cut the crease. So now I'm going to start taking it up a little bit because I do want it to be pretty far out. I don't think I'm going to do a wing today. I don't know. I think I may put on some lashes. So now I'm going to go back in with those first two brushes that I used. Again, no additional product. First I'm going to start off with the M433 where I used that orange color. I think it was called Vivid. And just buff out these edges. It's bringing the orange back. Hello. Can you see that? Okay. Then I'm going to go in with the M441 and do the exact same thing. And then the other side. Okay, so now we have the pinks on. I really love this color. It's pretty bold. So if you're not into bold, let me know and I'll do like a less intense, springy, summery look. Just let me know in the comments below. So we are done with the 39A Dare to Create palette. I'm gonna put her away. So now we are not moving on to the next palette quite yet. We are going to cut the crease. And I like to do that with, it's actually a lip brush, the M170-2 from Morphe. I don't know if you can see that. And of course, my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I just put some on my hand. It doesn't take much. Get some on the brush and just go right in. I start at the bottom by my lash line right here, and then what I do is I just open my eye and see how it already made like a marker for me. Some people, if your eyes are really hooded, like my eyes are pretty hooded, but I mean like if they are hooded, it's not gonna necessarily do that for you. I cut my friend's crease. That sounds so weird. Also on the same trip, and she has pretty hooded, eyelids. So when I kept telling her to look up, it like wasn't doing it. So I just had to draw it myself, which is fine, and it still looked great. So I do it to about the middle of my lid, and I kind of go out just a little bit more with not as much product on my brush. Get super close so you can see. See how it's like patchy right there? It is right there too, but I'm about to fill that in. See how it's like patchy right here? I want it to be like that so it's easier to blend the shadow so it's not such a harsh line. Okay, so the crease has been cut. It looks pink, like light pink still, because this was such an intense shade underneath, and that's okay, because we're gonna put another color on top of it. If you want it to be like white, I would say go back in with another layer. If you're gonna do like a matte color on your cut crease, which is really pretty, by the way, like an all matte look, but we're not doing all matte today. We're gonna use a metal from the matte metal palette from Miss Kat Von D. And the eyeshadow brush I like to go in with shimmers is this tapered eyeshadow brush from Bare Minerals that I've had forever. Morphe also has some tapered eyeshadow brushes, but any tapered eyeshadow brush that you have will work. So with this one, I am probably gonna spray some MAC Fix Plus. And no, I'm not gonna set my concealer that's on my eyes that I just cut my crease with, because I want it to be tacky to hold this color really well. I'm gonna go in with this gold shade right here called Flash. Just tap into it, tap off the excess, and then get my MAC Fix Plus and just do like half a spritz. Ooh, that's pretty. And then once I have my brush wet already, I won't spray it again until I feel like it's too dry and is not picking up the amount of color that I want. So to blend the harsh lines of the cut crease, I'm just gonna take the same R39 brush I use with no additional product on it. It's still pink because the natural hair brush, and just tap on into the shimmer. I'm not tapping away, like I'm not wiping away from the shimmer, because the shimmer will come on to your outer corner, and we don't want that. Okay, so for underneath the brow bone, I'm gonna go in with this light color here called Suede from the Metal Matte palette by Kat Von D. And just put it right under there. I'm gonna mix it with bone. It's like white though. That may be okay for this look. I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of Suede. Why do I have these crazies? Ugh. Ooh, that's better. So for my lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with the 39A Dare to Create palette and this R41 Smoky Liner brush. Just go right back in with the shade that the first transition shade that I started this eye look off with. And just put that on the bottom, the lower lash line. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. It's a little more dense too. It's called the M168. And I'm gonna go into that orange color called Vivid and smoke it out. And I'm gonna kind of connect it to what I have going on over here. and then bring it into the inner corner. But not all the way. And lastly, what I'm going to do is take my M432 flat liner definer brush and go in with that pink shade. And I'm just going to do it to right here to match. Take it out and blend it a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with the same R41 brush that I started out with, and just with no additional product, and just smoke it out. Blend it. And lastly, really lastly, for this eye look, besides eyelashes, I am going to put a little pop of color on my inner corner and underneath my brow arch. And that is going to be from the Metal Matte palette by Kat Von D. It's the color in Thunderstruck, this like white metally color right here, as you see on my lights. My cheap lights. And this is with that R36 brush that I used earlier. Oh. Oh, wow. Hello. Okay guys, so I finished the look up. I popped some lashes on. I put some black eyeliner on my waterline, and this is the look. If you like my lashes, they're from Dodo Lashes. I do have a discount code, and I'll link it down below. They're pretty cheap, so you don't have to use the discount code if you don't want, but it's there if you want to save a little bit more money. Let me know if you want me to do like a softer glam kind of look for the summer, because this got pretty bold glam quick. Oops. So anyways, that's the look. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And please also follow me on all my other social media. Bye guys. Oh my God. I just had my hand in my lap and got, look, my concealer's all gone. It's like all wiped away onto my leggings. I like had my hand between my legs while I was like resting my hand while I was doing this. Dang it. It's like bad too. Ugh. I don't know why I've been holding this concealer this whole time while I've been talking.